wanted to pop in here and just share some thoughts with you about my long run this morning. If you were watching my stories, you saw that I really did not want to go for a run. Was not in the mood at all. Not at all. But I knew that it was going to be like impossible to do any other day this week. So I put my shoes on, I got dressed, and I want to let you in on a little secret as to how I managed to make it to the end and feel good about it. It was, I told myself I didn't have to do it. I told myself that if by mile 3 or by mile 5, when I took inventory of my body, of my mood, of my mind, of my lungs, if I really, really, really didn't want to be out there anymore, then I could stop. And I decided that if I really didn't feel good, that it would be better for me to take the shoes off, give it a rest, wait until my next run, rather than push through, feel icky, feel not excited, not happy about it. If that was how I continued to feel once I got started, then I gave myself the permission to stop. And I didn't want to stop, okay? So if you find yourself not wanting to get out of bed, if you find yourself not wanting to go do the things that you know you really want to do, but you don't actually want to do them in the moment. But like last night, you set all your stuff out, right? Like the night before, I had set out my shoes, I set out my socks, I set out my belt, I got my snacks ready. I had all my stuff on the kitchen table so that when it was 10 minutes until I needed to go run, I could put my stuff on, and I could mosey on outside and I could go. Do you need Grace? What are you doing? Oh, you're watching Daddy. Okay. And so I did. So it was so dark this morning, you guys. And I just wasn't in the mood for it. And so I was like, okay, I got my stuff on, I moseyed on out, I started running, and I do like a scan at mile 2 of my physical body to think like, boop, 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 does anything hurt? Does anything feel tweaky? Like what's happening? Everything felt fine. And then by mile 3, the sun had come up. I realized that it wasn't humid. It was like really a beautiful morning to be outside. I had like some jams going, and I wasn't maybe enjoying it at that point, but I felt fine. And, the thing is, if you just start something, if you just put on your workout clothes, if you just go down in your basement, and you push play, if you just push play, if you tell yourself that, you know, let's say you have a 30-minute workout. So let's say give yourself a third of the way through. Okay. So 10 minutes in, if you really don't feel like you're getting anything positive out of it, then you can stop. And if you tell yourself that, the chances of you actually stopping are pretty slim. Or you'll be like, okay, I might not absolutely crush every single move here this morning, but I'm gonna do them, I'm gonna modify, I'm gonna be here with this energy though. Those decisions add up, and those are the choices that every single day compound on themselves to help you reach success. That is how you get to where you want to go, is you make yourself start when you don't feel like it, and the chances are you're going to feel like it by the time you're actually doing it, because when you're in it, you feel good. So I just want to give you permission this week to tell yourself that you don't have to do it. Thank you, honey, for my shoes. Thank you. And allow yourself the space to choose to do it anyways. So I think when we put too much pressure on ourselves, it is counterproductive. And no thanks. Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute. And so when we take the pressure off a little bit, oh girl, you haven't asked politely, not once. Please. Sure. So if you just ask yourself politely to please start, just see what happens. Okay? That's all. That's all. Just a little tip for how I make myself get things done that I don't really feel like getting done. Okay? So whatever you've got to do this week, just start. Okay? Just make an effort to start it and give yourself permission to love yourself enough to stop if you hate it. Okay? Life is too short to be doing things that we don't enjoy. So if you're not enjoying it, you get to stop. Right?